Hi traders. So this is my update on EURUSD, and obviously this can go in tandem with GBP USD as well. And I don't want to say gold because of it; they do move in tandem at times, but at times, as you can see, gold has been moving higher before these two GBP USD and Euro USD could move higher, right? So what I wanted to bring your attention to is the seasonal tendencies, right? I'm gonna send you guys the seasonal tendencies chart on Euro USD, and you will see that from the 1st of April, the beginning of April, your USD tends to rally higher. And when we pair that with open float, which is the 20, 40, and 60 days high daily highs. And remember, when we identify open float, we count from the previous day's um month, right? So I counted back from the 1st of March backwards. So from the 1st of March, I counted 20 days and I got the 20-day highs and 20 days low. And I also counted for the 40 days. And basically, the 20 and the 40 days high and low, they're actually basically the same. So that's why I'm just going to focus on the 20-day high and low. So because of it rallies higher during April, I'm expecting price to move higher on your USD, right? And when you look at the weekly chart, we have a fair value gap at this level. We have this fair value gap, and this fair value gap will be the one that will confirm everything. Because of if we do close above that fair value gap, then that will mean that price will likely move higher and move above the 20 day high, right? But also you need to take into consideration that if we do form fair value gaps on the daily chart, if we start forming fair value gaps moving higher, then we'll be looking forward to move above the 20-day high, right? So as you can see, we moved below sell side liquidity at these lows, and then we moved above it again. So the specific candle becomes a breaker block. This daily high becomes a daily breaker block, bullish breaker block, right? And the buy side liquidity rests above the 20-day high. Now, guys, I know some of you guys are gonna get confused because of it's a lot to take in. The 1st of April marks the stage of manipulation phase, which is quarter two, right? So I'm anticipating quarter two to be a bullish movement higher above the 20-day high, and then a movement lower. I don't know if you get me. So the market will likely move above this buy side liquidity, especially if you do start forming um imbalances moving higher. And if we do move lower again, we'll form this very same pattern where we waited buy side liquidity and we formed an imbalance lower, and then now we start moving low because of we are respecting the what is this the the manipulation phase of your USD. Beginning of April, it moves higher and then it forms a high during May to June, and then starts moving, and then it starts to move lower. So as you can see, we had this volume imbalance, price closed below this volume imbalance, which is this one that is highlighted with the blue shaded area, right? And the specific dotted orange line is the consequent encroachment of that volume imbalance. The specific low, the low of the 26th of March, marks out the shift in market structure. Initially on smaller time frames, the shift in market structure has already taken place. So it takes a while for it to happen on the daily. but it has already happened on the 4 hour time frame and the hourly time frame. So the dollar could be retracing lower, and if we do close below this fair value gap, this weekly fair value gap, which is this one highlighted with the orange line, we could be moving below the sell side liquidity. So it's very important to see and wait first onto how price reacts to this fair value gap. But you guys get my point on what I wanted to actually bring your attention to, because of also when I look at it, we have a nice buy side liquidity that was rated above this level, above this high, and a bearish order block. So when an old high is paired with a bearish order block, it becomes so sensitive, right? And how we respected that bearish order block is very important. As you can see, it's respecting it pretty well. So that's a turtle swoop pattern plus that bearish order block. You see, so Friday NFP will be everything to us because of it will tell us what price is likely to do next. So right now we just wait, but I wanted to bring your attention to the seasonal tendency of the euro moving higher during from the 1st of April, right? So that will mean that the dollar will slightly move lower again and retrace lower aggressively. So just keep that in mind, guys. That's very important. And when it comes to gold, gold is just keep on moving higher and making and creating new highs basically. And that's why you want to be very careful when it comes to gold, guys. And I don't like buying at these specific levels pretty much unless it's a scalp on lower time frames. So we wait for imbalances to be traded to on the higher time frames. I can see we created a new fair value gap at this level. So we should be having retracements anytime soon on gold, and then we could be looking forward to moving higher again as well. So that's all I wanted to update on the specific video, and I'm gonna send the seasonal tendency chart of EURUSD.